Are travel influencers bad people? Probably not. Are they bad for your travel business? Definitely. Not because they're trying to be, not because they're scamming you, but because the entire model of influencer marketing in travel is fundamentally broken. Today, let's talk about why, and more importantly, how to fix it. I spent years working with hotels, tour operators, and destinations. I've seen businesses pour thousands of dollars into influencer partnerships and generate zero bookings. I've watched small companies get seduced by big follower counts, and it's not working. In the next few minutes, we're going to explore why massive follower counts are meaningless for your business, how free influencer trips can actually cost you more than you think, why most influencer partnerships are doomed before they begin, and how to turn this whole broken system around. Let's start with the biggest myth in travel influencer marketing. More followers automatically means more business. Think about it. You get a message from an influencer with 500,000 followers. Sounds impressive, but here's what they're not telling you and what you're not asking. Who are these followers? Why do they follow this person? And most importantly, are they interested in booking travel experiences like yours? Here's a reality check. A fitness model with incredible abs who wants to stay at your eco lodge. Their followers care about workout tips and protein shake, not your sustainability. That digital nomad with a massive following, most of their audience consists of other aspiring digital nomads who can't afford these experiences or can't figure out how to stay the longest while spending as little as possible. This is where most businesses make their first mistake. They see the numbers and they stop thinking. In the travel industry, relevance beats reach every single time. I'd rather work with someone who has 5,000 followers who actually can book the experiences we're trying to sell than someone with 500,000 followers who just like looking at pretty pictures. So how do you know if an influencer's audience is actually relevant to your business? Simple. Test before you invest. When an influencer reaches out, here's what you do instead of immediately offering them a free stay. First, ask them to make a post about your visiting your destination, not just your property or not really a commitment, just a teaser, and see how their audience react. This could give you real data, not vanity metrics like likes or comments, but actual expressions of interest from potential customers. Here's what most travel businesses don't realize. A good travel influencer with an engaged, relevant audience should be able to drive actual inquiry, not just views or likes, real people raising their hands saying, I want to know more about that, maybe even giving their email to receive a guide. And if they can't, well, that tells you everything you know about the value of their influence. But let's say they pass the test. Their audience shows genuine interest. Now what? This is where businesses make their second major mistake. They think hosting the influencer is the end goal. It's just the beginning. That brings us to another problem. Here's a scenario that happens more often than you'd think. You host an influencer for a week. You get those perfect shots. They share the stories. Everything seems great. Then you ask about using some of their photos for your own marketing. Suddenly, there's a price tag. After you provided free accommodation, experiences, meals, and who knows what else, they want to charge you to use the content they create at your property. But it gets better. It might take weeks to deliver the content. They might have specific requirements about how you can use it. They might limit how long you can use it. They might require attribution every time you post it. They might even restrict you from editing or adapting it. And here's what nobody talks about. Most influencer content may not even align with your marketing. Sure, it looks good on their feed, but it's usually more about them than your property or your experience. It's styled for their aesthetic, not your brand. It's missing the key selling points, and it's not really optimized for your target market. And now that can sound negative, so here's a positive idea. What if you took the money you were going to spend on an influencer's visit and invested it in local talent instead? For the cost of hosting a few influencers, you could hire a professional photographer who understands your brand. You can work with videographers who know your market. You could build relationships with people from your city. You get to own all the content outright, and you get exactly what you need for your marketing. And here's a bonus. Local professionals are also invested in your success. They want to build a relationship, not just get their next free trip. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite word, free. We'll promote your property in exchange for a free stay. Just comp our experience and we'll share it with our followers. Think of all the exposure you'll get. Here's what they're not telling you. There's no such thing as a free influencer trip. Every time you host an influencer, you're investing real resources. Room nights that could have gone to paying customers, staff time and attention, food and beverage costs, activity, experiences, transportation, logistics. And the real kicker, most businesses have no idea how to measure what they're getting in return. But we get great exposure. Really? What's the cash value of exposure? How many room nights did those Instagram stories generate? How many tour bookings came from that beautiful drone shot? If you can't answer these questions, you're not running a marketing campaign, you're running a charity for content creators. Here's how to fix this. Before any influencer sets foot on your property, you need three things. 1, clear, measurable objectives. That could be email signups, booking inquiries. 2, detailed performance data from previous partnerships, not just reach and engagement. And 3, a structured deal that protects your interests. One other idea to consider consider performance incentives. If an influencer actually delivers bookings, you could consider providing a commission. If it ends up being more than engagement and it can prove that the bookings came from their efforts, why not treat them as an extended part of the sales team? So, can you still work with travel influencers? Of course, travel media has always been essential to promoting travel and sharing diverse experiences. We just need to rethink the influencer approach. Start treating influencer marketing like any other business investment. The travel industry doesn't need more influencers posting perfect infinity pool shots. It needs partners who understand the difference between likes and bookings. It needs people who actually influence travel decisions, not just travel dreams. And if you're wondering whether you're making the right decisions about influencer partnerships, my email's always open, drop me a line. So at the end of the day, this isn't about eliminating influencer marketing, it's about making it actually work for your business.